5 soldiers shot at Fort Stewart. They got the guy. Let's find out his name and go to his all of his social media. I want to know everything. I want to know who you voted for, how tall he is, all of that stuff. He's an Army sergeant.
Whether he realizes the origins of country music.
Well, yeah, that, by the way, started a stir. People want to make sure that they know where stuff came from. You know, this is where it came from. I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. Every place probably before America contributed to music as we know it. China, they had stuff. India, they had stuff. It all did. But everybody's like, oh, no, you've culturally appropriated it. It's insane. You people are insane. Speaking of insane, we have 3 people running for governor, but only one will win. Do you think anybody else?
Like Highlander.
What?
There can be only one.
Yeah. Oh, they're doing another one.
They're
redoing it. They're booting it with Henry Cavill. My uncle's working on it. It's not going to be. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Highlander's a great movie.
If it's not, your uncle and I are going to have words.
No, it's going to be much better. We were talking about the other day some of the stuff that we're working. It's going to be pretty cool. There's 3 in the Republican that are running. Who, as far as, is there going to be a 4th or is this it?
Don't know.
Do we think there's anybody else out there?
There could be. I mean, there's
Pete Hegseth's name's been bantied about.
Yeah.
And I know people say Birchett would be great. But the truth is, it's, we want our guy Cito. Close. I called him Pato Bonton earlier, which is not his name, by the way, because that guy is a reggae star.
And there's several Democrats.
Who's on the Democratic side that would even scare any of these people?
Let's see here. Several Democrats have announced or opened fundraising accounts for the race, including Memphis City Council member Sherry Green, Memphis community advocate Carnita Atwater, musician Adam Ditch Kurtz, and Tim Sear from Gallatin.
So nobody. Have you heard of any of those people?
I have not.
Marsha.
Yep, Marsha and John.
Yeah, John, pretty big name. But Marsha, way bigger name. And, John's got a lot of money, and that's a good thing in politics. When you have a lot of money, it's a lot of his own money, and he'll probably raise a decent amount of money, although I don't know how much he wants to raise. On the other side of stuff, Marsha's probably got a war chest that she's been putting away for quite a while, and she's ready to roll. And when you hear her commercials, you think, exciting.
I'm Marsha Blackburn. Here in the volunteer state, we always lead the way. And that's why I am announcing my candidacy for governor.
There she is. She's announcing it. Are you guys excited? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm just stoked.
I know. Just come out and be honest. Look, I've done the senator thing for 72 years.
Man, is that from a CPAP commercial?
Oh, my God. Yeah, CPAP.
That's from Blackburn's commercial.
Oh, we're going to get yelled at. She's I don't know if she'll come, but she might come on the show. She might. Look, you got to go through us. We're going to ask you real questions. And I know John Rose was peppered with weed.
The truth of the matter is, there's plenty of people out there that love her. She didn't get elected by being hated.
No.
But the commercials, these political commercials are just becoming pat. It's just the same vibe, the same intensity, the same pitch every time.
Yeah, there's nothing new. They have one commercial for everybody across the country. They just take out one name and put in another. They're all about making the border stronger. Okay, I don't know. They're all about, fighting the deep state. They believe in God. All the stuff. It's the same. It's the same over and over again. I want to know, what are you going to do different? How are you going to govern different? How are you going to be, what? Realistically, you'll say this. Everybody does. I'm going to be a governor for everybody. Really? How are you going to be a governor for everybody?
By getting elected.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be the governor of the whole state, which everybody's in, but I'm not going to govern and work for everybody. I'm mostly, my donors will be it. We're going to work for them. I want to know, what makes you different? I bet you if you looked at the things that Rose and her believe, I bet you it's nearly identical. It is. Rose was not a fan of the weed, by the way. He got peppered with the weed questions. Hey, good for you guys. Good for you.
I'm still going to drink my cannabis seltzers, John, so there you go.
No, dude. There are Republicans in the Senate that are trying to kill that, too.
Are you serious? Who are you people with your Fruit of the Loom whitey tighties? What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, apparently a bill was filed by Mitch McConnell, but it was shelved for a year. They are working to get THC completely banned on the federal level.
Is Mitch gone yet?
Nope. He's still there.
Go away, turtle.
Hi, guys. It's me, Mitch McConnell.
You better watch it.
You know, I'm just...
I don't want people smoking pot when they can drink Kentucky bourbon.
It's a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug. Next thing you know, you're on fentanyl. Is that where you start? No, it's not. It's just so...
One day I had a cannabis seltzer, and then I don't know how it happened. I was suddenly snorting angel dust.
That happens, man.
Angel dust.
That happens. That absolutely happens. I couldn't even, it's just, you had a near beer. Remember near beer? Next thing you know, you're doing crack. Just
in a gutter somewhere.
In a gutter. And I couldn't help it. Next thing you know, I passed Bell every day. He had that one near beer. Next thing you know, I go by the naked roundabout. There's Bell sleeping in the corner. I feel bad for him.
Track marks all up and down my arms.
But I want to know, what is, how are you different? How are you different? What separates you from me? And all you have to win is the primary. That's it. I mean, do you think any Democrat has a chance here? No chance.
No.
Zero chance. The primary, and that's, the whole thing with what's going on with redistricting in Texas, they're trying to get it to the point where across the country, it is, you win the primary, you win whatever is the dominant, whether it's Republican or the likes of Democrats who run the state, you win, it's over.
Ken, when was Bredesen was the last Democrat governor, wasn't he?
I'd have to look at that.
But he was governor back when the state was still kind of purple, but it's firmly red now, so I don't think any Democrat would have a chance at the governor's office.
Tennessee. Let's see here. Phil Bredesen, 2003 to 2011.
Yeah. So he was I think what I said is correct. He was governor during the purple stage of the state.
Yeah, when it started turning.
Yeah.
So let's see here. 7889 says, well, CB, you do have an ideology. Most people do. And it leans center and a little more left. You like to dig a little at Christians. No, hypocrites. Nobody likes your bumper music. Except the younger demographics. You know what's hilarious? That song is older than the younger demographics.
That song is 35 years old.
35.
By one of the biggest bands in rock and roll.
Yeah. So it is crazy.
And from an album that went 4 times platinum.
It doesn't matter, man. You know what? I wanted to go Anarchy in the UK. It was like, 'cause I like that.
There you go. Sid Vicious.
So it is, the whole, everybody's got something. Like somebody said, their nephew died from fentanyl, but weed is where he started. Did he have a drink first? I'm sorry he died. My dad, he started with alcohol. He died of an overdose, but it was alcohol first. And when he was just doing weed, he was a good dude.
Well, and obviously he passed it down to you because you're wasted most of the time.
All the time. I care about the American people. Everybody else wants some sort of, I don't care about ideology. I care about getting stuff done for the American people. Everybody wants their team to win. And I've got that, I tell them I'm a conservatarian. Some of my ideas socially are probably more liberal. But I'm I want low taxes, especially for the middle class. Duh. But I don't care if somebody smokes weed.
I want common sense.
That is, dude, settle down.
Dude, do you not understand that freedom is okay as long as it's the type and the amount that I say is good?
It's okay as long as it's taking things away from you.
Yes. It's as long as it's restricting your freedoms, I am all about that. I'm all about that. And by the way, I dig it, everybody, Christians and everybody, because the hypocrisy, what was that great in the movie Tombstone? His hypocrisy knows no bound. So much of that. Ask Bell the chaos. People send horrific things to us, and then 2 minutes later they send us a Bible verse.
Yeah.
It's a. Somebody said, sadly to admit it, I'm addicted to alcohol and opioids, and I never touched weeds.
Well, then he's lying. There's no way he could have gotten there without doing the weed first.
Well, the argument about, we have quote unquote fine pharmaceutical medication. How many people are dying from pharmaceutical addiction?
That's it. I mean, and how many of these people that are running not only here for governor, for, in the state, whether they're running for, a local race, at the state legislature or for the federal side of it, are bought and paid for by pharmacies?
That's another question. How much money are you getting from the pharmaceutical lobby? Because to me, it seems like the pharmaceutical industry hates marijuana.
Yeah. Of course they do, because it offers something to them that they can't control. That's it. The pharmaceutical companies hate marijuana because they love crony capitalism, and marijuana offers things to them, to the people that they don't control. That it offers things, they don't want anything to compete in their sandbox.
You can grow it.
Well, yeah, you can't grow an opioid.
No.
So it's go to Open Secrets if you want to find out who's bought and paid for, and see how much money's poured into some of these people. I would love it if everybody had to wear a sandwich, one of those sandwich things that you stand on the side of the street with all the people.
Oh, yeah, the signs.
Yeah, they should they should come out in race car driver onesies with all the things over here. I'm saying, big oil, pharmacy, all that stuff.
The fork was the gateway utensil to my obesity.
That's it. It happens. That's the first step. It's the first step. You know what mine was? The spork. Because once I had a spork, it was all over.
Man, I mean, you only needed one utensil, and you can eat anything.
I don't know. I can have soup, and I can have green beans.
I can have soup and spaghetti.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Coming up, we'll have a update on what's going on in Georgia. 5 soldiers been shot. Fort Stewart, they've got the suspect apprehended.
And I see his name, apparently.
Oh, we're going to find out more about him. Quick, go to his social media and find out what it's all about.
Who did he vote for?
Yeah, he's 28 years old, and he was, by the sounds of it, stationed there. So this is going to be interesting to find out what this is all about. If you're missing the show, we always say shame on you, grab the podcast. This is the Chad Benson Show. Hey, that Bear story last hour, did you see the Seattle Kraken, the hockey team? They went up to do filming with their mascot out, it's Seattle, so they're out in the middle of the woods.
Right.
And a grizzly bear started chasing the mascot because they didn't know what the hell it was. Because it's this giant, huge blob thing.
Did you hear the story about the dead hiker that they found? The guy went missing like a year and a half ago. And they had sent up drones and were taking pictures trying to find his body. And they ran it through AI, and AI spotted his helmet. And they went to the location and found his body.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you could barely see it on the picture, but AI was able to scan it and go, that's a helmet.
AI is amazing. Speaking of amazing, it's White Girl Wednesday. I got a new one for you guys.
All right.
This lady is a professor. She's very excited about the Incas And she wants you to know that not all sacrifices are the same.
I will die on this hill. I'm specifically talking about the Inca here. We're not talking about the Mexica. That's a whole separate type of sacrifice. If we're just looking at Tawantinsuyu, the Quechua people of the Incan Empire, they practiced sacrifices like most other civilizations throughout history did in times of crisis. So famine, natural disasters. But the unique thing about the Quechua is that when you're looking at like the Incan civilization, you essentially have the elites and then you have everyone else.
Well, of course, you got everyone else, So the elites.
Sacrifices were volunteers from the elite class because they believed that the elites were closer to the gods and could therefore appease them better.
So it's good to be nobody back then. You didn't want to be running for governor, right? You're like, that's so-and-so. He's nothing, right? That guy over there, that guy's somebody big. He should probably go talk to the gods. We should rip his heart out.
Also, in terms of sacrifice, they were kind about it. Hear me out. Because unlike the Mexica, when you're like ripping out a still beating heart out of someone's chest, the Inca would intentionally use coca leaves and would use chicha and would drug up the sacrifice and then leave them on a mountain, a cold, chilly mountain, to be exposed to the elements. Which, if you're good, a volunteer sacrifice where you're heavily drugged before you die. Also, I mean, I can equate human sacrifice throughout history to so many things. And I think the fact that a lot of people are commenting, oh, but the sacrifice is again indicative of the fact that you have received a quite white education because you are knowing them for the bad things that they have done and not all of the wonders that they accomplished.
There you go.
So I hope that this maybe helps you understand a different part of my most favorite civilization of all time, the Inca.
There you go. All right. White, guys, white education. The Incas, good people? I don't know. They didn't stick around to find out.
Who'd they vote for?
Marsha Blackburn.
I think most of them voted for Kamala.
No. They voted for Trump. They're like, let's build a wall. These Spaniards are coming over. Oh, Chad. Racism. But I love how, well, you know what, guys, it was pretty easy because they gave you some leaves, some chicha, some chocho, or whatever it was, and you just go off in the woods and die, and that's it. I saw Apocalypto. I know how this works. Did you see that movie?
No.
You never saw that movie?
No, I didn't want to watch the subtitles. Chad's rubbing his forehead, trying to hold back the irritation.
Did you see it, Ken?
No.
Okay.
He didn't want to watch the subtitles either.
I've honestly, I've never heard of it.
It was a Mel Gibson movie.
About the Inca.
The Inca.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, it is brutal.
And the whole thing was done in the native language that they use.
As best that they could find.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but how would Bell know? Because he doesn't want to read. Looks like they're getting ready to do a press conference from Georgia. We're finding out more about that right now. We'll have the latest on that straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. I'm Chad Benson, and I don't want a real job.
You better now?
Yeah. It's a trip, man, my voice. Probably because I talk all day.
That could be.
More than most by a long shot.
Now, what do you do, like 3 shows a day?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm not having a stroke. I took a drink and I inhaled the air before I think it was a 7-Up or something.
Oh.
And so now I talk like this. Like I've had 14 packs of smokes.
Yeah.
All 5 soldiers who were shot are in stable condition.
That's good news.
His name is Cornelius Radford?
Cornelius Radford. And here's what's interesting. I was reluctant to go on with that because at the time I was putting my cast together, I could only find one source for that. And it was the Hindustan Times.
Yeah, they're the best. They got all the best.
The guy's clearly Muslim.
The Hindustan Times, man.
They get it right.
They get a lot of stuff.
TMZ gets it right. They do. So I don't think. Do we know anything about this guy?
Got arrested for DUI in May.
That's it.
That's all that I've seen so far.
Here's some from the press conference that is taking place
in Georgia.
This morning, shortly before 11 o'clock, an active duty soldier assigned to Fort Stewart, Georgia, shot and wounded 5 of his fellow soldiers here on Fort Stewart. Thankfully, all are in stable condition and all are expected to recover. The alleged shooter is in custody. We have reestablished security. I have lifted all lockdown measures on Fort Stewart, and there is currently no threat to the local community. I'd like to recognize and thank our Army law enforcement and medical personnel and our partners from local, state, and federal law enforcement and emergency services for their quick response and support. I would also like to thank the brave soldiers who immediately intervened and subdued the shooter. These soldiers, without a doubt, prevented further casualties. Our wounded soldiers were initially evacuated to Wynn Army Community Hospital right here on Fort Stewart. All arrived in stable condition, and 3 of the 5 required surgical intervention. 2 have been transported to Memorial Hospital in Savannah, Georgia for additional care. We have identified the alleged shooter as Sergeant Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics sergeant assigned to 2nd Brigade Combat Team.
So there you go. All 5 are expected to survive. And he used his own handgun. It was not a military
Wasn't military
weapon.
issued. Huh?
Now, the question is, how did he get it on the base? So, because they're not supposed to have, weapons on the base. And my buddy who was in the Fort Hood thing, he said they didn't even allow you to have, like, paintball guns and crap like that.
They could be mistaken for the real thing.
Anything. They didn't want, and they were so careful about it. But this, I don't know.
He spells his name. It's an interesting way to spell his name.
Is it
Cornelius?
Is it Q?
Yeah, Quornelius. I've never seen Cornelius spelled that way.
No.
That's how you spell it if you're Muslim, right?
Stop trying to make it.
There goes Brother Bilal.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm already starting to get it. Already starting to get it on there. Just, yeah. Somebody's like, I bet he's a Muslim. I'm like, well, I don't know what he is. What he is in custody. That's it. They said they tackled him.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Why he did it, I don't know. And I'm sure somebody's going to tell us that he hates everything or white people or
I think I'll be following the Hindustan Times. They'll probably be the first with that.
Them or TMZ.
TMZ
is, they're good too. They're good too. Did he have, was he having a mental breakdown? Did they know about that? I don't know. I don't know why he did it, but we will find out. And what is it?
Hindustan Times.
Hindustan Times. They're on top of it. When news breaks, they break it.
The Hindus are on it.
The Hindus got it going on. Oh, my Lord. It's easy to get stuff on bases. They don't search every vehicle.
We got one right up the road.
Just a crazy story. Every time we start the show, it seems like something chaotic happens.
It's always in that 11 to 12 o'clock hour.
Always. And there's a lot of shootings. I mean, it just feels very much like, we had the Reno shooting. What's the other shooting? Well, New York.
Yeah. The last one before this one was New York, right?
Yeah, the guy that went there to kill everybody at the NFL.
And then it was Reno before New York.
Yeah, a few hours before that. That's
Right.
right. That's right. So it's we had the shooting at school. Remember that last school year?
I can't even
Yeah.
Well, here in Tennessee, here in
we had the one in
Nashville,
Wisconsin.
Antioch. Yeah, Wisconsin.
That wackadoo. So it's a lot. I mean, it's just, but it seems to be right before we go on the air, we're like plan out the show, and then, oh, what was that? Oh, somebody got shot. Here we go. There's an active shooter. I'm like, ah, crap.
Clearly, somebody's timing this to interfere with your world.
They are. They are. You know who you are. You know who you are, people. Thank God nobody was killed. It just, and I'm sure the conspiracy theories are already running amok. Hindu Times, they're the ones. Hindustan, they're my. Go get I'm going to give you a credit card. Go get the exclusives because they got the exclusives. Got behind a paywall. The Hindu Times. That's where Ken goes. Do they even have a paywall?
I don't know. Let me plug it in here. Let's see. Come on, Hindustan Times.
Hindustan Times.
Well, yeah, it looks like you get a grace period, and then they're going to start cutting you off. Until
they give you like 4 free. It's like drugs.
Something like that. You get like 4 or 5 stories free, and then boom.
They give you those just a taste.
Yeah.
First
just
one's
a
free.
Little taste.
Hey, Belle, the first one's free. And then after that, it's
Talking about my seltzers?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Your seltzers. Your seltzers are.
I'm going to take away those seltzers.
I'm going to take, So if you guys haven't heard, was it Mitch McConnell tried to take away everybody's seltzers?
Yeah, he's got a bill that will ban THC from everything.
Now, is that. Would that be medical as well?
I don't know about medical.
Yeah. So it's because John Rose was in here earlier with Chris, and I guess during was it throw it at you, bro, whatever it is, come at you.
Yeah, come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. He said that most of the calls were like, "Are you going to allow weed?" I'm like, I'm proud of you guys. Proud of you. It shouldn't be, again, I don't know why we have these conversations.
Yeah, McConnell wants to close the loophole in the 2018 Farm Bill that legalized hemp by defining it as cannabis plants with less than 0.3% THC on a dry weight basis.
If the Mennonites are doing it, they're growing them. That's what I hear.
I bet you they are.
I bet you they are too, right?
You got a number?
No, they don't have. They have phones, right?
They have to have phones.
Yeah, they're okay with the phones.
Yeah, apparently McConnell and Rand Paul apparently have differing opinions on this bill.
That's because Rand has a tendency to be a lot more pro-freedom than the turtle
Exactly,
does.
yeah. Senator Rand Paul strongly opposed McConnell's attempt to close the loophole, arguing it would harm the thriving hemp industry in Kentucky. He even threatened to block the entire agricultural appropriations bill if the provision remained.
There you go.
Good for him.
See, it's always something. Big hemp. Here, it's like in Texas with the insanity of their lieutenant governor.
Yeah,
Dan
no
Patrick.
THC.
No THC. These gummies here? Look at these. These things could kill. What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wonder who got to Abbott on that. I bet you it was veterans, man.
Oh, veterans, they were the ones. They were big time. The ones. They were absolutely the ones who did it.
Because he vetoed it.
He did. And that was this whole redistricting thing wasn't about redistricting originally. It was about the issues and the response to the flood.
Right.
And then it was going to be about THC because the veterans did get to them, people that are injured and who have medical marijuana. And they were the ones who really went, and he vetoed it at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then they decided, well, we're going to redistrict. And then they all, took a flyer and went to, of all places, Illinois. Whoa.
Illinois.
The redistricting capital of the world. And, it's just, it's insane. It is. But I don't know. I look at Martha, I mean, not Martha, but Marsha. She's running, and John's running, John Rose, and Marsha Blackburn. And you think to yourself, is anybody different? I mean, are you guys going to give us the same? Because that's the race. That's the only race that matters.
I want to see what this Cito Pellegra
We got to get
has.
Cito on. Find Cito. Cito, if you're listening, if you know Cito out there, have him contact Bell. We're going to get Cito on. I do like Rand Paul. I like Ron Paul. Ron was he's the OG in the libertarian. Wouldn't you say he's the OG libertarian, Ron Paul, for the most part?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
He had a huge following in Idaho, man. He showed up for a rally in Idaho, and I mean, he packed the place.
Yeah. I was like, you know why? Because you said it earlier. Common sense.
Yeah.
That's it. Common sense. All I want is common sense.
I think people are getting tired of it's either this way or the highway.
Uh-huh. Too much in the extremes.
Yeah, if you're going to be Republican, you got to go along with this.
Oh, yeah.
And same goes for the Democrats.
What is the purity test?
Yeah.
Everything's the purity test. You know where most of us live? Most of us live a little right, a little left, but we're the exhausted majority. About 80% of us we all want the same thing. Good schools, an opportunity to get ahead, own a home, have the American dream. We want common sense, immigration. We don't want to be taxed to the hilt. We want government kind of out of our way, but there if we need it.
Yeah. Protect us.
Yes, but then stay out of our way. Don't, it's the government has become, it went from helicopter parent to bulldozer parent for themselves. And it's frustrating. Coming up, the welcome mat. Boom. I did it right this time.
That's the way to go, Brother Chad.
He's going to join the program next. If you're missing the show, we say shame on you. Grab the podcast. This is the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. That's a great party. The welcome mat is here. Matt is talking about he's part of the Leave Me Alone party. Matt, there's only one person that ever spoke the truth, and it was this guy, Jimmy.
I represent the rent is too damn high party.
That guy was spot on.
I don't know how the rent got so high for him because New York's been rent controlled for so long.
I
don't know what happened with him.
Nah, I think.
I think he was worried about the. He was worried about the germs.
Gloves.
He was worried about the germs.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of worried about. Didn't he die?
I don't know. McMillan? His name is Jimmy McMillan, I think.
He was around a few years ago, and then I think maybe. But
so he was.
Oh yeah, Jimmy McMillan.
He was great. The rent's too damn high, and I was like, he's kind of right.
I don't disagree with that. I knew I had a good friend that lived in New York City, just outside of Greenwich Village, and this is back in the mid 1990s, and she had this uncontrollable anger toward this person that lived down the hall from her because that person was like 80 years old, and Brooke paid like, I don't know, at the time it was like $2,000 a month in 1994 for a studio apartment in Manhattan. And this person down the hall from her had a 1 or 2 bedroom that they paid like $400 for.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
I mean,
he's still alive. Had this completely irrational anger.
But see, the way
Matt, he's still alive.
Oh, he is still alive.
Jimmy Miller,
the way that they do these things, a lot of times, everybody thinks the whole building's rent controlled. What they say is rent controlled. They'll put one apartment as rent controlled or two, so they can charge the rest. Whatever they want.
Well, and what they do, and it's also based on the person on the lease, right? Yeah. So, what Brooke did, I think she might still be on this lease because she left New York City years and years ago. Her younger brother moved in, subleased, and now she has to remain on the lease. Otherwise, they break the rent control and their rent will go up by 33% or something like that.
Something like that.
It's just insanity.
It's ridiculous.
New York's crazy.
Man,
it's a big old mall with no public restrooms.
Yeah. A lot of these places are crazy when it comes to rent control. A couple of years ago was Dave Chappelle fighting it out there in Ohio about rent control because they're doing all this stuff, and people finally are like, this guy's going to build houses. One of them is going to be like Section 8 or rent control. The rest of them aren't. And they're like, we don't want this. Right. It has nothing to do with that. It's you guys. It's all a game.
The sad thing is people feel like they don't have control. They might not have short-term control. They have a lot more long-term control, I think, in the grand scheme of things than they think they do. But that you have to go through a certain amount of pain in terms of not buying the properties or not. I mean, the answer is not to lean on government.
No.
Because government just gets involved, and there's another layer of bureaucracy, and there's another layer of people that want to get paid.
Yeah. Government love paperwork.
Oh, my God.
They love.
And somebody's got to get paid to do the paperwork.
They have never been so excited to have a printer, right?
They got to take their scale. Well, you got to file it. You got to print it before you file it.
Well, except if it's an Epstein thing. We don't know what happened. This thing's caught fire. I can't even believe that stuff happened. We don't have files. Totally. He killed himself.
I mean, we don't know. We videotape everything. Well, except that.
And there was one minute, but we
there.
edited some of it together. You guys can see plainly. There's a guy in orange that looks like he's going in there. That wasn't him. And we took him up a different way as opposed to the steps.
And everybody says that it didn't happen this way, but don't listen to them.
And his neck
Listen
was
to
broken in 3 places.
The NSA has your last cell phone conversation with your wife, but they don't know what happened in his cell.
Every single thing that you see is pushing you to a certain direction, but don't believe any of that. It's what you don't see that really confirms what we're telling you is true.
That's it. That's exactly
what?
Take my word for it. I absolutely think this is the best thing ever.
Like what? What are we talking about?
What are you talking about? You got this lady on that's running for
Marsha's
governor.
running for governor, and apparently the Matt Murphy show's the place to come and make those announcements. John Rose did it, and now Marsha's doing it. So I don't know.
She coming in?
No, she's not coming in.
We're gonna get what's his name on? Cito
Pellegra.
That guy's our
Tito.
guy.
Is he the third guy?
He's the third. He's not the third guy. He's the first guy, man.
Okay, he's the number.
He's the guy that we're throwing all of our might behind him.
All of the weight of the Chad Benson show.
We don't even know what he stands for, but we're excited.
He stands for something.
All right. Hey, Matt's coming in next.
Yeah.
You guys have a great day. We got you over the hump. Bye.